Hi, I'm Vanessa, and I met Tammy in the first grade, Miss Earl's class, Regency Acres, and from that point on, we were best buds. um, what to say about Tammy? When I think about Tammy, I really think of her as a rebel, man, like a rebel with a lot of causes. um, she was And I know, I'll preface it with this, okay? I know that people have a tendency to embellish or overly amplify characteristics of a person who has passed, but I assure you, it's really not the case with her. She had foresight, um, compassion, and empathy that was so beyond her age. She was a true environmentalist. She loved and gave time to every person that she met, every animal that crossed her path. She was really into yoga, numerology, astrology. She read extensively about different religions, spirituality, dream analysis. One of my favorite memories with her, we used to sneak off and go to the park after dark, and we would sit on swings going in the opposite direction. We would just talk for hours about the meaning of life and, you know, being a young girl in the early 90s, you know. Yeah, man, she was a really cool girl, like beyond her time. And she just always wanted more. She wanted to connect on deeper levels. She wanted to know your ugly truths. She wanted to really get every ounce that she could from every experience. She was really, you could just like look at her and see she was like in it, she was doing it. And this is actually a story that's a really great example of that. A couple of weeks before she went missing, actually, her and I had a road trip we took a road trip from Ontario to Twin Falls, Idaho. It was my grandfather's birthday. He was going to be in Twin Falls, and I wanted to go out and visit him because I had just found out that I was pregnant and I was gonna go tell my family. So she was obviously coming with me as moral support. And if I'm not wrong, I wanna say she got her license maybe a couple weeks before she went with us. So she was really, really excited to drive. So my boyfriend at the time, in fact, the only memories I have of him are sleeping in the back of the car. She really drove most of the way there and back. But it was super cute. Like I said, fully in it for the experience. So I remember her taking a blue bandana out of her backpack and like tying it around her forehead. She was like, we're doing this Thelma and Louise style, you know. Did the full walk around the car, kicked the tires, adjusted all the mirrors, made sure everything was in place. She was wearing these like cute blue denim overalls and, you know, got in the car, pulled up her sleeves, made sure she had her water bottle, you know, everything was set, and we took off. After a few hours, we ended up stopping somewhere, and it was like a creek on the side of the road. Daryl was still sleeping, and we went and sat on like an old stump by the water, and we pulled out our lunch, which were these tomato and cheese sandwiches. So we've been making these since we were really young, excuse me. And they started off as just being like toasted tomato and cheese sandwiches, but they evolved over time, you know. We got fancy. We started adding like really thin slices of cucumber, and then on that trip specifically, I'm pretty sure it was like the first time we had done herbs and garlic in our mayonnaise, made like a herb garlic aioli. We're so cool. Anyways, we were sitting there eating these, and I'm sure she could feel my kind of mounting anxiety. And yeah, I mean, I was really, really young at the time, and every other person who was in my life had really expressed their opinions about what they thought I should do. And I felt like I knew what was right for me at the time. Anyways, at some point she asked me to stand up, and she put her hands on my hips and she grabbed me and she smushed her face on my stomach, and she said, I can already tell that you're gonna be the coolest kid in the entire world, and you're definitely gonna have the coolest mom in the entire world, and I'm so excited to meet you because I am gonna be the best aunt. And then she said to me that I didn't need to worry or be stressed out, that everything that was supposed to happen was going to happen, and that her and I were in it together. And I don't think she could possibly have known how much I needed to hear that. Or maybe she did. I don't know. I really wish that I had shared the significance of that moment with her and everything that I was feeling. And unfortunately, she never really got to meet the coolest kid in the entire world, because he is the coolest. Because that was the last time that we got to spend together. But we had a great time. We got to go horseback riding in this giant canyon that Evel Knievel jumped over with a motorcycle, and we really enjoyed ourselves on that trip. So I feel very fortunate that those are my last memories with her. Still love and miss her every day. Thank you.